They laughed at my son before he even stepped on stage. In a small Ohio community center, where the annual youth talent show buzzed with eager parents and distracted teachers, a rich kid in a flashy jacket cornered my 11-year-old, Liam, sneering, "Your poem's trash. Save us the boredom." His mom, dripping in designer gear, smirked right in Liam's face. "You'll never outshine my boy." My heart burned as Liam clutched his thrift store notebook, his eyes stinging but defiant. "I'm reading it, Dad," he whispered. I nodded, choking on rage. We were outsiders in this town, me. A single dad working 2 jobs, gas station by day, office cleaner by night. Liam, in hand-me-down clothes, his backpack patched with duct tape. Those words weren't just cruel, they were a reminder we didn't belong. The crowd filled the creaky folding chairs, their chatter loud with pride for their own kids. I sat in the 3rd row, palms sweaty, praying Liam's poem would prove them wrong. He'd spent weeks crafting it, scribbling late into the night about a boy chasing stars under a clouded sky. Each verse was a piece of his soul, raw and honest, born from our hard life in a drafty trailer park. I knew he had something specialifier most kids his age couldn't touch. But as he stepped onto the stage, sneakers scuffing the worn wood, I saw the smirks, the whispers. A woman nearby muttered, "That's the kid from the trailers." My stomach twisted. I wanted to shout, to make them see Liam for who he was, but fear glued me to my seat. Liam's voice, soft but steady, filled the room. His poem wove dreams and pain, each line a quiet rebellion against the world that judged us. I held my breath, willing the crowd to feel what I felt, the spark of a kid who deserved better. But when he finished, there was silence. Not a clap, not a murmur. A mom in the back snorted. A kid snickered, "Lame." The organizers, 3 teachers at a folding table, flipped to the next act, dismissing Liam like he was nothing. His hands shook, his eyes glistened, but he stood tall, refusing to break. I was dying inside, wanting to run up, hold him, scream at them, "You're all wrong, my son's a star." But my body wouldn't move, my heart crushed by their coldness. Then, from the back of the room, a figure rose, a woman in her 60s, in a plain cardigan, silver hair pinned neatly, walked toward the stage. No applause, no drama, just purpose in her steps, like she'd heard a call no one else did. The room stirred, whispers rippled, heads turned. The organizers exchanged baffled glances. I leaned forward, pulse racing. Who was she? What was this? She reached the front and asked for the microphone, her voice calm but cutting. The head organizer hesitated, then handed it over. She faced the crowd, eyes like steel. "I'm Dr. Clara Hensley, former literature professor at Oberlin College. I came here expecting nothing, but I just heard something extraordinary." She paused, her words sinking into the silence. That boy's poem wasn't just words. It was truth, crafted with a heart I've rarely seen, even in Ivy League halls. My throat tightened. Liam's work, mocked moments ago, was now the center of everything. She turned to Liam, half hidden behind the curtain, gripping his notebook. "Young man," she said, her voice warm but firm, "did you write that yourself?" Liam nodded, eyes wide, caught between fear and hope. She smiled, then faced the crowd. "This is art. It's what you dismissed because you judged him before he spoke." The room was still, every eye on her. Her voice shook with emotion. "I was like him once, poor, called worthless, told my dreams were nothing. I won't let his talent be buried." She looked at Liam, eyes shining. "Will you read again? I'd like to read with you, so they hear you." A mom in the front row scoffed. "Why bother? It was dull." I clenched my fists, ready to snap. Dr. Hensley's gaze didn't waver. "If you can't hear beauty, that's your loss, not his." Murmurs of agreement rippled through the crowd. Liam glanced at me, trembling. I nodded, tears burning. He stepped up, voice shaky but growing bold, his eyes alight. "Doctor," Hensley stood beside him, not stealing his light but amplifying it, adding soft lines that echoed his imagery dreams, resilience, defiance. Their voices wove together, his raw pain lifted by her steady strength. The room was spellbound, no whispers, no distractions. Parents who'd scoffed leaned forward, eyes wide. The organizers set down their pens, staring. A girl in the back clapped first. Then the room erupted. Applause thundered. People stood, cheering, some wiping tears. The crowd turned to the mom who'd spoken, clapping louder, drowning her out. I was on my feet, hands stinging, tears streaming. Liam stood tall, no longer shrinking. He wasn't just my son, he was a poet. Seen. After the applause, Liam ran to me, hugging tight, whispering, "I did it, Dad." I held him, speechless, nodding through tears. Dr. Hensley approached, her smile warm. "Your son has a rare gift," she said, "not just talenta vision that shifts the world." She handed me a card, mentioning a local arts program with scholarships. "He doesn't need to prove himself. I want to see him thrive," I stammered. "He's never had lessons. We don't have much." She shook her head. "This is about nurturing what's there," Liam said. "Thank you," his voice strong. That night, back at our trailer, Liam didn't put his notebook away. He sat on the couch, still in his good shirt, writing new poems. We shared a pizza hour weekly treat and talked about the stars he wrote of. "Dad," he said, eyes blazing, "I think I can write the whole world." I ruffled his hair, grinning. "You won't just write it, you'll change it." The next day, he sent a new poem to Dr. Hensley, a vow to keep going. That night showed me prejudice can choke a dream, but one voice can set it free. The crowd's dismissal laid bare how people judge by wealth or status. Dr. Hensley broke that lie, letting Liam's talent roar. Now he's in writing classes, his teachers stunned by his depth. He doesn't chase applause, he chases truth. I learned silence isn't defeat, it's a challenge. One person, one moment, can change the story. Dr. Hensley didn't fix our life. Our trailer's still cold, my shift's still brutal, but she gave Liam belief he deserves to shine. And she gave me courage to stop apologizing for our place in the world. If this hits you, if it stirs memories of being unseen or uplifted, share it. Comment about the moment someone saw you, or when you stood for someone else. Listen to the voices others ignore you could change their life. If you want more stories that wake your heart, hit subscribe. We've got more to tell. Thanks for listening. That's how you make the world better.